Hi, this is Kate from Happy Spider, and this is our Introduction to WordPress tutorial. Here at Happy Spider, we make websites that work for you. We integrate our sites with a program called Wordpress to allow you free and effortless control of your site. WordPress is an open source content management system. Open source literally means that the source code is freely available to anyone who wants to add features to the program, which we think is a huge plus over many paid alternatives. It means that you have more options and more access to your site than ever before, and it's completely free for you to use. A content management system is just that, a system for managing the content on your site. You don't need to know how to code or even be computer savvy to have control of your website. I'm going to show you a few of the most important parts of WordPress that will allow you to add and edit content on your site. So let's log in. We will set up a WordPress on your server and send you a link just like this one, so that all you have to do is connect to the internet and log in to access your site. We will send you a username and password, which you can change of course. I'm going to log into my personal website to show you how this works. Welcome to your dashboard. It contains a list of the content on your site, comments if you have those enabled for your site, a quick press for sending out a quick update or blog post, and a list of recent drafts to get you to your saved work quickly. The link list will show you when another site has linked to your site so that you can see what press you are getting and if any thanks are in order. WordPress will send you updates here also via their blog and news links. Lastly, there is a list of popular plugins. Those are applications that you can add to your site. If you want to reduce the information on here in case you aren't using it, you can click on the Screen Options tab to choose which information shows up on your dashboard. We recommend keeping it on the default settings though. And don't worry, if you didn't get all of this the first time, you can simply click on the Help tab to see more information about each section of the dashboard. The sidebar is where links to all your controls are stored. You can collapse and expand sections to make it easier to find what you use most often. Each section has a couple of different options, so let's start with the first section and just go down the list. WordPress was originally designed as a tool for bloggers. The Post section allows you to add and update a blog on your website. Now, a blog doesn't have to be a personal blog. It's just a way of publishing and organizing information. For example, we use it to publish updates about our company, including new sites that we launch, important news, and updates that are relevant to our customers. The All Posts section lists all of the posts that you have written. From here, you can edit, trash, or view your posts. You'll also notice the Quick Edit option. This gives you a simple way to add tags, allow comments, change the date of publication, the name, or the category of the post. We'll talk a little more about categories and tags in just a minute. First, I want to show you the slug option. A slug is the name that shows up in the URL when you go to a site. This is the URL. If you want your post or page to have a particular name that is easy to type, you can change it in here. For example, a school may want a special page for homecoming updates, so that you can simply navigate to www.highschool.com/homecoming. But if I'm just writing a post with some basic updates or news, I'll just leave this at the default setting. You probably won't use this often, but it is a cool option that you have. And if I want to type something new in here and hit update, if I go to view post, you can see that the slug has been updated in the URL. The next option in this section is New Post. This one is pretty self-explanatory. Here's where you add a title, and here's your text. Let's attempt to spell text right. Here are your basic text controls. You can justify the text. You can add quotes. You can also add media such as images, video, or even audio to your post. If you do happen to be computer savvy, there is an HTML tab up in the top right corner where you can insert your own markup or code. You can save your draft without publishing, you can preview your draft so that you can see what it will look like before you publish it, and of course, you can publish your draft. You can also publish as private so that only users who have access to log into your WordPress account can see it, but normal visitors will not see it. You can select a category, and you can add tags to your post, which we'll talk about next. You can also choose a featured image. You'll have the option of selecting a thumbnail image that shows up next to your post. This will look different depending on the design of your site. Tags are just another way to categorize your posts. You can add multiple tags to posts, though it's best to stick to about 2 or 3. Search engines can get confused if there are too many tags on a post. You can also add a tag cloud to your site, a very popular and attractive navigation tool for blogs and sites with lots of content. This one seems self-explanatory, but has some cool extra features. If you'd like to have more than one blog on your site, for example, a news and updates list as well as a quote of the day list, you can designate different categories for the different post types. Here you can name your category, choose a slug for it, which again will show up in the URL of the site, and you can choose a parent category. For example, one category may be artwork, and a subcategory may be pottery, and another photography. This is great for both organization and for your site's menu. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit to talk about our menu options. You can find the menu under Appearance. You can add a category instead of a page to the menu. When you click on that menu item, it will display a list of every post that is included in that category. This way you can add a blog, a newsfeed, any kind of chronological information really. When you create a new post with that category, it will automatically appear here. I'm going to add a new post. Let's call it WordPress is awesome. And some test text in here, which is very hard to spell right next to each other. We're going to select the category blog and hit publish. And you can see on my site, if we refresh the page, that it automatically updates and adds that post into the blog category. So we're going to go back up here to this subheading, Media. Here you have a media library and an Add New Media option. In the library, you'll see a list of all the pictures and other media you have uploaded to your site. You can add a title and description, which helps you to search for it later, as well as alt text, which will appear when you hover your mouse over the image, or a caption, in case you'd like a title or photo credit to appear below the picture. You can also see the file URL, which is the direct path to that file and allows you to manually insert the image into poster pages. And our media has been updated, which you can confirm right here. However, if we go back to the post that we put this picture in earlier, even if we refresh the page, you'll notice that those changes are not visible yet. They're not automatic. We now have to go update the code for this image in order to show those changes. So let's go back to posts. We're going to edit that post. We'll select this old image and just delete it. And let's go back to Insert Image. We'll go to our media library. This is the photograph that we edited. So let's go over here to Show. And we'll just scroll down to Insert into Post. And now you can see that the caption has been refreshed here. And if we hit Update and view the post, you can see that this caption has updated here as well. Posts are only one way to publish information in WordPress. Let's go now to the Pages section, which you may actually use more often. Just like in the Post section, you have two options in the sidebar: View all pages or Add a new page. Pages have many of the same features and publishing tools as posts. One difference is that instead of categories, pages can have parent pages. Mostly this is used for your menu. For example, if you are selling clothes on your site, You may want to have one page for women's apparel and child pages for outerwear, dresses, shoes, etc. You simply create each page and choose which page is their parent here. One other difference is that pages are static, meaning the information on them will only update when you log in and update the page, unlike categories. Some exceptions to this are if you have embedded a third-party widget into your page, like a Twitter widget, which will update based on its own settings. So we'll just go to View Page here, and this is just my About page on my website. Depending on which design or which theme you choose, this will look different for your pages. This is where you can moderate your site's comments. You can approve, delete, or mark comments as spam. We're actually going to skip past the rest of these items in the sidebar, since we make custom themes and change a lot of these settings ourselves so that you don't have to touch them. But if you don't have a custom theme, the Appearance tab is where you can upload themes from wordpress.org and make changes to them. These are the accounts of all the people who have access to this site. You can change their login information and permissions. There is more information here, but for the most part, you won't need to alter this yourself. I hope that this has been helpful. You're welcome to contact us if you have any questions. Again, my name is Kate, and I'm at www.happyspiderllc.com. We make custom WordPress websites so that you can be happy with your web.